They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Pitt pushing the pace. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Still running at the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He would not be denied. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Delaware's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Pressure coming. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hit right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And he loses the football. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the ground, it's Beebe. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing fourth down.
Got room to work. Oh, what a cut! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Pulls and fires complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sullivan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Kinsey. Got the quick pass. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Pitt pushing the pace. Quarterback moving. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Pitt! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Escapes the sack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Beebe. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The short hands, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there, closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
He's out of bounds.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Slips away. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off. And
oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Gashing the knee on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
that's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Panthers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And the Blue Hens come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down.
On to punt it away.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Lincoln. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit him with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot, and you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
Man, this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He's piled up 82 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Handoff from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need.
Turning it on! He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Shoots it to the left. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Touchdown, Pitt! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the... Period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got a man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Sweet cut there. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. back to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the missed connection on third down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll run this play from the pistol. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Creates a little room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Runs through a tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Tackle is made.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Galladay. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start